Hi friends, it's Shayna and I'm back, and I am really excited about this idea. I haven't done something like this in a while. You may hear the puppies. I put something up and someone's trying to get to it. But I want to go through some ideas for work bags. So you all know that I recently bought the Kensington Drench XXL shoulder bag, and I've been using that for work, and it's been really great. It is a catch-all. I could put so much into it. But one of my friends from work, actually two of my friends from work, one that I'm in a program with, and the other one is a good colleague. And sorry, Santana, leave Sissy. So I've been having conversations with these two friends, colleagues, because one had a MiuMIu bag that I said, oh, that's cute. I've been looking at them lately, and said they had it for a while and they were going to transition out. Annie, if you're watching, hey. And then my other friend from work, Lori, was sharing with me that her daughter just got a really nice YSL shopper tote, and I think it's a great bag to consider. I'll show you a little later. And so I was saying to Lori's like never been into designer bags or things of that nature, and I said, well, maybe you should consider it. And Lori definitely said, I'm not spending all that money. And I said, okay, well then I have some ideas for you. And so this video goes out to the both of them. So I want to start off. Coach has been really hot last year, and going into this year, and it's all due to one bag. But I'm not going to start with that bag yet. I want to start with the Brooklyn shoulder bag 39. Now, you know, I've been into this like hobo slouchy kind of bag situation, and this is Coach's attempt at that. And I'm going to show you a few options in the slouchy bag category. It looks really cute. It comes in a taupe color. There's other options, I believe in black as well. And it's only $495. Now that is a lot, but I think for a contemporary luxury bag, I think it's actually really good. We know Coach is known for their leather, and so this would be a really great option. And I should always say, you may hear the puppies in the back. Santana waited till now to start chewing on his bone, so you may hear them, even though I took one away from Sloan so I could film. So next up, this is a bag that I checked out that you've seen me with pictures of, that I absolutely love but didn't pull the trigger. And that's the low-key Hobo Bag MM from Louis Vuitton. And it is very similar. I thought the leather was very soft, thinner than some of their other leathers, but it was really soft and slouchy, easygoing, but could have a structural look. It has really nice gold locks, like lockets on the side that really give it this, like, it's low key, but that kind of steps the game up. And the price point of this bag though is expensive. It comes in at $3,600, which I think is like, you know, on par for Louis Vuitton leather. The next bag, so I'm going to keep going with this hobo kind of idea. The next bag is actually from Gap. So everyone is kind of doing their take on the leather hobo that's slouchy, and Gap has brought one through, but it's vegan suede, and it comes in the holiday brown and a chocolate. And this bag is only $69.95 if you go to gap.com. And so that might be a good option if you want to see if this is a type of bag that you would want to carry for work. Will it be too heavy? Is it too loose? Not having the structure. And I know some people for the work bag want a great deal of structure. So this is kind of like my take on what this kind of contemporary, sexy kind of work bag option. And then the last one I have for you is the leather hobo bag by MiuMIu. It is larger, I think probably on par, but a pretty large bag. It has MiuMIu embroidered in the front, or embossed in the front. And it is $3,500, so a little less than the Louis Vuitton bag. And I'm hoping because it's leather, it will be something that's sustainable, something that you can have for a long period of time. So something definitely to consider. So those are the leather hobo bags. They're all pretty similar, wide open compartment, slouchy, soft leather, with a strap, one singular strap. Now to keep it on MiuMIu, I saw a lady, and this bag is very similar to a Coach bag that I'm going to talk about later, but it is the MiuMIu Adventure Napa leather bag, and it was on their runway. So I think that is something cool. If you're one of those people who watch runway shows, this is a bag that I think not only is really cute. I saw it in a like chocolate leather that I thought was pretty nice looking. It has nice gold accents, soft leather. It's Napa leather, so you know it's going to be soft. Double strap, and it looks like it's a good drop on the strap. So this is something that you can consider. If you are someone who likes the look of the Coach Empire bag, this might be really something that you would like. All right, so I'm going to move on to, I think it's a like rework for Louis Vuitton. It is a good alternative to the Neverfull, which I'll bring up a little later. And it's just a tote bag. It's called the piano bag. And it actually is the one I'm showing you is a monogram. And it comes in a good price point. I think maybe a little high for monogram, but for the size bag, not something that's unexpected. It's $24.50, and it has, I think one of the complaints about the Neverfull is that it can't be closed. It doesn't have a zip closure, and also that the straps are too thin. And so if you fill up the bag too much, which I don't disagree with, it could dig into your shoulders. And I'm one of those people, if I bruise really easily, so whenever I travel with my Neverfull GM, you can definitely see, because you know I put everything in the kitchen sink when I'm traveling in my bag. And so you could definitely see that I've carried a bag and that there's like war kind of scars on my shoulder, showing you like what this bag has done. So I think the piano bag, the tote bag, is a really good alternative to the Neverfull. Now, Saint Laurent, I've already mentioned Saint Laurent, how, and I'm going to go through a couple of their bags, how I haven't been watching them for a while, but some of their leather totes, now, out of this video, these are going to be the highest price point that I'm going to share with you. So the first one, and it's actually, there's two versions. It's called the Y Tote in leather, and it's super cute. It looks like it's soft leather. I can't really tell about the strap, about how substantial the strap is. And it does look like it's like a wide open kind of tote bag, and so that's something to consider. There's like two versions of it, and one looks like it's kind of like shorter than the other, and the Y is more pronounced in one versus the other, but there's multiple versions. One is $3,800, the other one you could get for $3,600, and so I just really think it's about the size of the bag, one being I think a little deeper than the other, and so there's that $200 difference. So something to consider. If you get it, let me know, because it's a sexy looking bag. And they're doing class in Saint Laurent. Like, there's not a lot of colors. You could get it in like a I would say like a tan leather, and then black, which is, you know, it's right up my alley. I like the neutrals, but for my friends who like a little color, and I will have a bag with a little color, because a lot of these bags are coming in black, white, or like a cream, or a tan, brown, chocolate brown, not giving us my color girlies, the people who like a pop of color, not really hitting in that regard. So next up with Saint Laurent is what I was saying before, but it's the Bold East-West shopping bag in green leather. And I picked the Noir, which is the black, and this is coming in, I think, as a competitor to the Neverfull, and it's coming in at $1,750. Do you remember when I think when I got my Neverfulls, they were around that price point. So this is grain leather versus a coated canvas. So that is something to really think about, right? Very similar, has a pouch inside, open bag. It has a cliche like tag on it. Very small. If you are one of those people who are into the quiet luxury, I know some people are, you know, I'm not that girl. I mean, I don't care either way. Sorry about that. The pups heard somebody by the door, so they alerted me. And so I was talking about the bold East-West shopping bag in the green leather. We know the East-West has been a thing, and I think this is a great alternative. Like I said, to the Neverfull. It's also good for those who want the quiet luxury. You know, I could go either way. Coming up behind that, which is funny because it said the YSL shopping bag was an alternative. I also think the Neverfull has had a resurgence. We all know that. They have the reverse one. And now and they've had this for a while, but the Neverfull in epi leather. You know, I'm in my epi leather kind of era, and I'm really seriously considering this one. And it's a better price point. So if you're talking about the piano bag, which was in monogram, that was $24.50. Well, this bag is epi leather and it's $24.60. So I think epi leather is pretty durable, and this is at a pretty good price point for Louis Vuitton a leather bag. And so this is just like your classic Neverfull. It has a pouch that comes in it as well, but it's in the epi leather, and obviously I picked the black one. So as we keep it on shopper totes, Sonia is playing with her bone, so you may hear her. I want to introduce a shopper tote that has a little bit more color than the ones we've been seeing. And I'm going to go with Kurt Geiger, who just got purchased by Steve Madden, which is pretty new news. And they have something called the Chelsea Shopper Bag. It looks very similar to the Neverfull, to the East-West bold shopping bag from YSL. It is a tote bag with the known eagle's head emblem hanging from it. It is in turquoise. It also comes in fuchsia and a bone version, which looks like a snake print kind of situation. But it's pretty affordable. So it's Kurt Geiger London, and it's the Chelsea Shopper Bag. And I hope you probably hear some, but it comes in at $245. So when we're talking about, it's like a tenth of what it would cost to get that, the Neverfull, right? And so it's more affordable than the YSL. That's pretty affordable. But this is, I've enjoyed the leather by Kurt Geiger in my Kensington bag. And so I don't know the exact type of leather that this bag is in, but it is a good alternative to consider if you want to give a try before you buy the YSL or a Neverfull, and give it a go. Now, something very similar to this, and I'm going with a bucket tote. And I've heard a lot about Portland leather, right? And they have really good leather from what I hear. And they have this really nice, and I picked it in the large, it's called the Devon Bucket Tote. And it is only $140. Like when I said I was gonna give you price points, this is just giving you price points, right? So there's something here for everyone. Unless like you don't want to pay over $100 for a bag, then maybe not. But this is a bag to consider. You can make it smaller, like you can cinch it in. You can make it wider. It reminds me a lot of the seam bag from Poland, but looks deeper. And so as much as I like that bag is not as deep, and it just has a snap closure. So the Portland leather, and it comes in so many colors. And I selected the large, but you maybe get another size, and it may be cheaper than the 140. And so, it says it's comparable to the bags like the Kurt Geiger bag, but way more affordable. And from what I can see, there's like 12 different colors you can get in it. And that's pretty. And so for my friends who like the color, this is a great option. Okay, now the bag that like everyone has been talking about, and it's kind of like a departure from the other bags. The closest bag to this, I would say, is it looks like the MiuMIu Aventura, maybe it's Aventura bag. And it is the Coach Empire bag. And so like it was hard to get this bag, and from what I can see is it comes in multiple colors. It comes in 5 different colors, but it seems like most of them are sold out, and I think that's been the case for a while. I do believe you can still get the black. Really cool thing, it comes in multiple sizes as well. So it comes in the 26, the 35, the 40, the 48. I've seen a lot of people probably with the 40 more than anything, and I'm not in love with this bag. I don't know that it's my style, haven't been drawn to it. However, I think if I were to pick a size, it would be the 40. What I like that they just came out with, or at least to me, I think they just came out with it. It now has a soft version. So it's the Empire Carryall Bag, and it's the soft one. Now you can get it. And so I think that goes right in line with a really good leather, really good work bag, but given that slouchy, you know, I'm all about the slouchy, right? And so that's something to consider. Now, I should have probably talked about this one before I got to the Empire bag, because we were in Tote Land. So now we're going back to Tote Land. Now, Telfar is a Black-owned bag company. I know they do more than bags now. Really has a big buzz because of their marketing strategy and how they drop their bags, but they want to make them accessible for all, which I truly appreciate. Their bags have been, I believe, vegan leather up to this point, and that has allowed them to come in at a really reasonable, accessible price point. Now, I say that to say they just came out with a leather version with Wilson. So Wilson's and Telfar did a collaboration. Sorry, Santana. It's okay. And it, you know, Wilson's is known for the leather. Back in the 90s when I would go to the mall, like if you wanted a good leather jacket, if you wanted a good leather bag, you would go to Wilson's. And so they have collabed with Telfar, and Telfar has done other collabs with like UGG and other companies. And so it is their medium carry bag and I picked the chocolate, shocker. It's only $600. That falls in the middle on this list, but I think it's still really accessible for people. Yeah, so you get the buzz of a Telfar shopper, or carry bag, but you also, if you weren't a big fan of the vegan leather, you get real leather. Wilson's is a reputable, you know, like leather company. And so I think that's a pretty cool collaboration, and it looks softer to me than I believe that what most people would experience with the vegan bags, they were kind of stiff. So this looks like it has a little give to it. So those are the bags that I pulled together as options for work bags. Let me know what you think. What is I'm carrying a shoulder bag, a really large shoulder bag right now that I've shown a couple times in this video, but let me know what kind of bag. And, you know, I think it's probably like, when you really think about it, do most people get a tote bag just because it's a big open compartment? I think so. But there are some people who want more structure, and I think the bags like the Empire Carryall Bag will give you a little bit more structure where they have compartments. I will say my Kensington Drench XXL bag has a divider in the middle, and I think both sides give me decent room, but give me a little bit more control than a tote bag would. So I have enjoyed that. It has like a small pocket in the back. So really, let me know what works for you best for work. For those of us who have to travel to work, I know some of us stay home, and I hope that you like what you heard and you saw, and that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you back soon. Bye, friends.